sitting down with World Championship bronze medalist in the 200 IM, Leah Hayes, who most recently competed at the Chicagoland Championships. I think that might be my favorite name for a swim meet ever, where you went a handful of best times, including a 4:03 400 IM, which would lead the NCAA this year had you been in college, but you're just in high school. So let's start with that meet. Coming into this meet, was this a big focus for you? Were you tapered? Was this your focus meet of the season? And then how did you feel about how the meet went overall?
Yeah, so this meet was like not really a big focus for me. I was hoping to produce some good times, but I wasn't tapered, so I'm really happy with the times that I did produce. No, I just kind of like eased up and took it lightly and just swam and tried to do my best.
Did you have any expectations for it heading in, either time wise or race strategy wise, or just the mentality you wanted to approach it with?
Yeah, so I had a plan for a few of my races, specifically my 4 a.m. The day before, I just like wrote out all my splits that I wanted to do, and it added up to a 4:04, and fortunately, I got a 4:03, so it worked out.
Nice. You got a couple other best times in breaststrokes. What was the 400 IM the event you were happiest with? Was there another event that you were also really pleased with? Did you have a favorite event throughout the meet?
I gotta say my favorite event was the 4 a.m. Yeah, I really like. Um, I was really hoping for that time, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. But when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, finally! I knew I could go faster than a 4:12.
Yeah, so you had a huge drop in that event. Is that's an event that you not only had seen yourself dropping time in, but have you been focusing on that and training a lot?
Um, Not all that much. I mean, my training is definitely like IM based, but it wasn't programmed for the 4 a.m. It was more for the 2 a.m. So I was really happy that I was able to drop that much time.
Nice. So then do you have a bigger focus meet for yards at least, or for the spring season coming up on the horizon?
I don't have a short course meet really. I'm going to like our Illinois Senior State right before I leave for Colorado for the national team camp. So I'm hoping to produce some good times there. Probably swim the two free or two breast, um, and then head out and train in Colorado.
Do you have a favorite event to race in yards?
Oh, I don't know. That's kind of a difficult question. I really like the 4 a.m., even though it's like really breathtaking. But I'd probably have to say right now it's the two breast. I'm kind of in a rhythm with my breaststroke, and I'm hoping to drop some more time.
Very cool. And then the national team training camp. I'm guessing that's in Colorado Springs in March. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and maybe what you're looking forward to about it?
Yeah, so I leave, I believe the 5th, and then I return the 18th. So I'll be missing about like 2 weeks of school. I'm gonna try to do some remote work and see how that goes. And then I guess I'm just really excited to be with all these incredible athletes and be like with some of my friends from the national team.
Yeah. Do you do you ever get to train with them aside from obviously the camp leading into World Championships this past summer? I mean, have you trained with any of those national team members since then?
No, I've just been staying in my hometown, so I haven't seen them really.
Yeah. So that does sound exciting to get to train with them again. I am curious about your home team. When a lot of the time, or at least some of the time, when we see younger athletes, rise to the world stage, and as you did, earn an international medal at a World Championships or an Olympics, they might go train at a bigger club team where they're surrounded by more of that top tier talent. You stayed on your team of Riptides. And I'm just kind of curious, what makes that team a good fit for you? What makes them special for you? Why have you elected to stay in your hometown and train on your home team?
Well, I gotta say, I feel like it'd be difficult to like leave everything. I'm still in high school. I still got a great group of friends at school, and I love my team. And I also just love my coach. Like, she really understands me, and she's built my swimming career, and she knows my stroke. So, I just stayed with her, and we worked together on making my training more intense.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your coach? I mean, just first of all, her name, and second of all, how long you've trained with her, and what your training has been like under her.
Yeah, so my coach's name is Nancy Hooper, and I've been with her for about 10 years. Yeah, pretty long time. So she really understands me as a swimmer, athlete, and person, and just all around. And I know her as well. And so we're able to really work together, and we have a great bond. She's one of the nicest people there. She's so considerate.
How would you describe Nancy, or your relationship with Nancy, at least maybe outside of specifically training, if that makes sense? I mean, when you guys travel for meets, when you guys are out to eat at meets, at meals and stuff like that, how how would you describe you guys as the bond you formed over a very long period of time, over half your life?
She's like a family friend to me. We're really close.
Yeah. I mean, that's really great to hear, and that's super cool. And thank you for that perspective. Because again, every athlete is more than a swimmer, and I think it's sometimes easy for people to forget that you're in high school, you have your group of friends, and you're on a team that seems to work for you. How big is your club team? Riptides, is that their name? Is that correct?
Yeah, you're correct. We're a relatively small team. In my like group, there's like about 20, around 20 people. And in my training group, I train with two guys currently. And they push me every day in practice. It's a lot of fun training with them.
You mentioned that Nancy has helped you to up the intensity of your training. What has that looked like for you? Can you put that into words at all of what that's looked like for you this last season?
Yeah, so my workouts have been like threshold and higher volume too. So I've been doing like long distance fly and long distance free to like get up my endurance and such. And then she also like helped me guide me to a weightlifting program. So I finally have a consistent weightlifting program. They're called Achieve. I go to them twice a week, and it's awesome. So um, I'm feeling like I'm getting a lot stronger.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about Achieve in terms of, do you feel like it's focused towards swimming? Do you feel like it's just focused towards building strength? Like, do they work with other swimmers, or is it just athletes in general, or just people in general?
Yeah, so it's a personal training program, and they work with a ton of swimmers around the area. They work with a lot of athletes, but mainly swimmers. And so when I first started with them, they gave me an assessment, and they determined my weaknesses and my strengths. And now we're just working on improving both of those.
Nice. So moving into the rest of this season, again, you've got Illinois State, you've got national team training camp. Are you able to train long course during the spring and or summer seasons?
No, I do not train long course very much. I swim in a short course pool, but my coach and I are looking to go to like a long course pool around the area, like maybe once a week, just to like keep it consistent.
Yeah. Last season, you obviously made the World Championships team, did pretty well at World Championships. Do you feel like when you go to a long course meet, does it feel foreign at all? Does it take you a while to kind of get used to racing in that course, having not practice consistently in a long course pool?
No, oddly enough, I just adjust to long course pretty fast. I also favor it over short course, not even gonna lie. I can't with the walls. Too much work.
Fair enough. Uh, well, then in that case, I'm sorry that you don't get to train long course more often. Is that something you're looking forward to at national team camp? Just getting to swim long course period?
Oh yeah, that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Yeah, swimming short course, it's not the move.
Do you know anyone specifically that you will get to train with in Colorado Springs in March, or anyone specifically you're looking forward to train with?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to train with Aaron Gemmel, Daniel Deal, and Jillian Cox.
That's a pretty star-studded list. And that sounds like a blast. Have you trained with them before?
Yeah, I trained with Jillian and Daniel at the previous junior national camp the year before, and then fortunately we all made it to the national camp, so I'll see them again.
Nice. Well, that sounds really exciting. Let's turn the focus to college. Even though you're not there yet, you have committed to Virginia. They are simply on fire this season. Kate Douglas has already broken the American record in the 200 breast twice this season, and ACC starts today, so we haven't even made it to championship season. I'm curious what drew you to Virginia. Not like there needs to be any more said besides their results on paper, but that obviously there's a lot more that goes into a college decision aside from how fast the team swims. So yeah, first off, what did draw you to Virginia and ultimately make that the right fit for you?
I gotta say it was the team. The team atmosphere is like awesome. Just their energy and their positivity and just they were so cool to be around and so welcoming and nice. And I'm really excited to be a part of the team.
Yeah. Um, how excited are you to watch them at ACCs this week? Which now it's a combined meet. It's men and women, which I think is awesome. Over 5 days. Is there any particular event you're excited to watch at these ACC championships?
Hmm. Probably the two breast and the two I am.
So, so ironically enough, in the 200 IM this summer, depending on who swims what, the three front runners for the 200 IM could be you and two of your future who teammates, Kate Douglas and Alex Walsh. How do you feel about that? Is competition like that something that you thrive on? Does that make you a little nervous heading into a potential trials final where three of you are up there and only two of you can be on the team?
Um, Honestly, I'm more focused on my own race, and where that'll get me. I'm excited to race both of them. They're incredible athletes and just wonderful people as well. So, I don't think there will be any turmoil or anything. It's just a race.
That's a great perspective, because it is just a race. I feel like a lot of us have trouble forgetting that sometimes, but at the end of the day, it is just swimming.
Right.
Looking ahead to trials, I'm guessing you're going to swim. You're planning on swimming the 200 IM. Don't know that for a fact though. But do you have any other events that you're targeting for these World Championship trials in Indy at the end of June?
Yeah, so definitely the two I am. I'm excited for that one. Especially since I've made some improvements short course. I feel like since I favor long course, that could be pretty good thing going on. And then 4 a.m. Yeah, I really want to try to improve my performance, especially since last year I kind of like died on the last 100, and I'm looking forward to not dying on the last 100 this time around. So we'll see.
Yeah. Did just by being on the World Championships team and being around the women who did end up swimming the 400 IM at the world stage, and obviously being around the women who swam the 200 IM, you being one of them. Did you pick up anything from anyone over the course of training camp and the meet itself about the 400 IM that you might use this summer?
I mean, I didn't really speak with anyone about the 4am, but just from observation, I think taking it out in the fly would be a good way to just get out there a little bit, and then just carrying that momentum throughout your race and really finishing strong in the free would be a good tactic.
I can't argue with this logic. And I'm excited to see how it plays out for you, especially with this big drop short course, and you being a great long course swimmer and favoring long course. I'm excited to see how this summer goes. Is there anything else you're looking forward to in the coming spring and summer aside from swimming?
Well, I'm going to an Arctic Monkeys concert in August, so I'm really excited for that.
That sounds awesome.
What you're asking? I'm not sure.
That's absolutely what I was asking.
Okay.
It's good to hear swimmers doing things outside of swimming, because I think taking that break is important. Yeah. Will you have any kind of break from swimming between now and World Champ Trials?
Oh, I don't think so. No, I'm going to continue training. Like, World Champ Trials is definitely my end all be all for the season. So I'll probably continue training until then and then see what happens.
Yeah. Do you feel like your mentality or your approach to your swimming in the pool and outside of the pool have changed since last summer and making that World Championships team?
I don't necessarily think so. I've always I joined swimming because I like to swim, and I don't think that's changed regardless of what level I'm at. I still enjoy swimming, and I'm not going to let the pressures get to me.
That's great to hear. Well, Leah, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and chat with us. It's great catching up with you. And good to hear that you finally will be able to get some long course swimming in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Any parting thoughts for our audience before we sign off today?
Happy Valentine's Day.